Have you ever paused to consider that the daily bath you've trusted for decades, the one that made you feel refreshed, clean, and energized, might actually be doing more harm than good once you reach your 70s? That warm shower or long soothing soak you rely on could be quietly drying out your skin, draining your energy, or even increasing your risk of a dangerous slip in the bathroom. It's a surprising notion, isn't it? We've been taught for years that more frequent bathing equals better hygiene. But as we grow older, our bodies change, and so should the way we care for them. In this video, we're going to challenge the conventional wisdom around cleanliness for seniors. We'll reveal the real effects of aging on your skin, the hidden dangers in your daily bathing habits, and why redefining clean after 70 might be one of the healthiest choices you can make. Stick with us through to the end, because we're uncovering 7 essential truths that could transform how you or someone you love approaches personal care. And yes, there's even one simple, expert-approved strategy that keeps older adults feeling fresh and healthy without ever needing to step into a slippery tub or steamy shower. It's incredibly easy, and skipping it could mean missing out on a safer, more comfortable way of living. Before we dive in, I'd truly appreciate it if you gave this video a like. It helps us continue sharing meaningful tips for living well in our golden years. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you never miss a helpful insight. If you find this video valuable, drop a 1 in the comments below. And if not, let us know with a 0. Your feedback helps us improve. Let's get started. Daily bathing can actually damage senior skin. As we move past the age of 70, our skin begins to change in dramatic ways. Research from leading institutions such as the University of Pittsburgh and UC San Francisco shows that the structure and behavior of our skin evolves significantly with age. The outer layer becomes thinner, while the deeper layer weakens due to declining levels of collagen and elastin. The sebaceous glands that once kept our skin naturally soft and supple slow down, and sweat glands become less active too, making it harder for the skin to stay hydrated. The result? Skin that's noticeably drier and far more delicate without the protective, oily layer we had in younger years. For older adults, the habit of bathing daily, especially with hot water, harsh soaps, or extended soak scan, turn this natural vulnerability into a real health concern. Every wash strips away more of the skin's protective oil barrier, leaving it exposed, dry, and defenseless. According to dermatologists, this issue goes far beyond just dry or itchy skin. It sets off a chain of problems that can gradually wear down the body's natural defenses. It often starts with tightness or an odd prickly sensation. Then comes the relentless itching, a signal that the skin's barrier is breaking down. In more serious cases, seniors may experience xerosesa condition that turns the skin rough and flaky, with small cracks or fissures that sting during movement. These aren't just minor irritations. They can bleed, become infected, or worsen existing skin issues like dermatitis. But the problem isn't only skin deep. Overbathing also has a direct impact on daily comfort and overall well-being. Just imagine the constant irritation making it hard to sleep, or the pain of cracked skin snagging on clothing. For seniors already dealing with limited mobility or joint pain, the energy needed to bathe every day is a strain, and adding skin damage only makes things harder. Studies indicate that hot water worsens the issue by breaking down vital skin lipids, while soaps with high alkalinity throw off the skin's delicate pH, usually between 4.5 and 5.5. At this stage in life, these aren't small concerns, they're serious risks. When the skin becomes compromised, it can't properly defend against bacteria, fungi, or allergens, increasing the chance of infections or even chronic wounds. A habit once seen as healthy can quietly chip away at the body's resilience. In today's culture, we tend to believe that frequent washing equals cleanliness. But for seniors, the opposite might actually be true. Research, including findings from the New England Journal of Medicine, shows that older adults who cut back on bathing tend to experience fewer skin tears. These seemingly small injuries can have serious consequences. Unlike younger skin that heals quickly, senior skin is fragile, thin, and heals slowly due to reduced circulation, slower cell renewal, and a less active immune system. What starts as a small nick can quickly escalate, opening the door for infections like cellulitis, abscesses, or even sepsis in extreme cases. What's the link between bathing and these skin issues? It's all in the way water and soap affect aging skin. Frequent washing, especially with hot water breaks down the lipid layer that holds moisture in and protects the skin's surface. On top of that, strong soaps can damage important proteins like keratin, making the skin brittle and more likely to split, even with just a bit of friction. Now, imagine the simple act of pulling on a sweater or brushing past a rough surface. These everyday motions can be surprisingly harsh on aging skin. Scrubbing, a habit many associate with feeling truly clean, adds even more strain, slowly breaking down the skin's fragile structure. The repeated routine of washing and drying becomes a source of micro-injury, tears and abrasions that, though small, open the door to infection. Seniors who reduce their bathing frequency say, to every other day or just 2 to 3 times a week, give their skin the time it needs to heal and replenish its natural oils. Gentle spot cleaning with a warm, damp cloth on areas like the underarms or groin can help maintain cleanliness without exposing the entire body to the stress of a full wash. But the benefits go beyond avoiding infection. When skin tears are minimized, there's less pain, fewer medical appointments, and a reduced chance of complications that could result in hospitalization. For older adults, especially those with limited mobility or access to care, these small adjustments can make a big difference in quality of life. If you're still watching and finding this information useful, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications to stay updated on our newest insights. Your support helps us keep creating content that matters. Let's move on. When it comes to daily hygiene, the real danger for older adults isn't a little dirt, it's the risk of falling. For seniors, the bathroom can be one of the most hazardous places in the home, and a routine daily shower may increase the danger more than you think. The American Geriatric Society has emphasized how serious this issue is. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury and even death among seniors. The statistics are sobering. According to the CDC, over 1 in 4 adults aged 65 and older experiences a fall every year. These accidents account for millions of ER visits, a significant number of broken bones, and far too many lives lost. And after age 70, the odds become even steeper as muscle strength decreases, reflexes slow, and chronic conditions like arthritis or neuropathy make movement more difficult. A wet bathroom with its slippery tiles and slick tub can quickly turn into a danger zone. Stepping over the edge of a bathtub, balancing to wash, or trying to exit while still dripping can become a risky challenge. Add in fogged up mirrors, dizziness from warm water, or simple fatigue, and it's easy to see how an ordinary bath can lead to a serious injury. According to experts, many older adults tend to bathe at times when they're already tired, dearly in the morning or late at night when the risk of a misstep is even greater. And when a fall does happen, it's rarely minor. A single slip can lead to a fractured hip, head trauma, or a cascade of setbacks that rob seniors of their independence. Now, let's compare this to a gentler approach, bathing just once or twice a week, with sponge baths or simple sink washes in between to stay fresh in key areas. This small change dramatically lowers the number of potentially dangerous bathroom trips, cutting exposure to slips and falls by half or even more. When you think about it, the trade-off is obvious. A little dust or perspiration is a far smaller risk than a broken bone or a head injury. For older adults, especially those living alone or with limited support, avoiding a fall might be the one thing that allows them to stay independent at home rather than moving to a care facility. While practical tools like grab bars, non-slip mats, and shower chairs can help, cutting down the number of showers directly reduces the opportunities for accidents. And the research agrees fall prevention strategies that reduce unnecessary risks have been proven to lower injury rates significantly among seniors. It's not about giving up hygiene, it's about adjusting priorities in a way that puts health and safety first. Here's something that might surprise you. Your body actually knows how to stay clean on its own. Sounds unbelievable? It's true. Long before we had soap or running water, the human body evolved with its own built-in cleansing system. The skin isn't just a surface to scrub, it's a complex ecosystem filled with helpful bacteria, natural oils, and a delicate balance of moisture and acidity that all work together to keep you protected and healthy. For seniors, especially those whose skin is already more delicate, bathing too often can disrupt this natural defense system. It washes away the beneficial bacteria and oils that help your body maintain balance. By reducing how often you bathe and letting the skin do its job, you can actually preserve this harmony, and that means healthier, calmer, more resilient skin. At the center of this system is what scientists call the skin microbiome, a tiny world of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms that live peacefully on your skin. These aren't enemies. They're allies. Certain types, like Cutibacterium acnes or Staphylococcus epidermidis, feed on sweat, oil, and dead skin cells, breaking them down into harmless compounds and preventing harmful bacteria from taking over. Some even produce natural antibiotics to fight off infections like those caused by Staphylococcus aureus. In addition, your skin naturally produces sebum, an oily substance that locks in moisture and keeps out dirt. Dead skin cells are constantly shedding a process called desquamation that helps remove built-up grime. Altogether, these elements create a beautifully balanced system. And the best part? It works without scrubbing. But when you bathe too often, especially in hot water, it throws everything off. Hot water strips away the skin's natural oils, leaving it dry and unprotected. When paired with strong soap, especially those with a high pH, can destroy the beneficial bacteria that keep the skin's ecosystem in balance. This disruption often leads to irritation or even infection. For seniors, whose skin already produces less oil and has fewer protective microbes, excessive washing can do more harm than good. Research published in dermatological journals, including the Journal of Investigative Dermatology, has shown that frequent bathing is linked to higher instances of dryness, flare-ups of eczema, and even allergic reactional signs that the skin's natural defenses are out of sync. On the other hand, reducing baths to just a few times a week and using gentle, pH-balanced cleansers when needed can help the skin recover and maintain its balance. Odor, which is often the main concern, can be easily managed by focusing on cleaning high-sweat areas like the armpits or groin without the need for a full-body wash. For older adults, this routine isn't just easier, it feels freeing. It lightens the physical load of daily bathing, protects the skin's integrity, and works with the body's natural design instead of against it. History also supports this idea. For much of human existence, people lived healthy lives with minimal bathing, relying on natural processes to keep clean. It wasn't until the 20th century that daily showers became a social norm, pushed in part by modern advertising. Today's seniors can learn from that past, trusting their bodies to do what they were designed to do. The reward? Healthier, calmer skin that's more resistant to irritation. Sometimes, easing up on the soap is the best care you can give your skin. If you're still with us and finding this information helpful, drop a 2 in the comments to let me know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to do it. Turn on notifications so you never miss a helpful video. Your support keeps this channel going and helps us continue to share thoughtful, research-backed guidance. Let's continue. Here's something that might challenge everything you've been told about staying clean. Top experts in both senior health and skincare are now advising that older adults bathe only once or twice a week. This doesn't mean letting go of good hygiene, it means adjusting your routine based on solid evidence and the unique needs of aging skin. In fact, far from being careless, this strategy is rooted in a deep understanding of how our bodies change with age. For those over 70, daily washing can do more damage than good. It goes against decades of cultural habit. But modern science is showing that less frequent bathing might actually be better for overall well-being. These recommendations come from respected voices in the medical field: dermatologists, geriatricians, and researchers who specialize in how aging affects hygiene. Organizations like the American Academy of Dermatology and specialists at institutions such as Johns Hopkins University agree. Daily showers aren't necessary for everyone. As we age, our skin becomes thinner, drier, and more sensitive, making it especially vulnerable to irritation from water and soap. But this guidance isn't just about skincare, it's about syncing hygiene habits with each individual's unique lifestyle and health needs. Experts suggest that how often an older adult bathes should depend on factors like how active they are, their overall health, and what feels comfortable for them. For instance, a retired person who mostly stays indoors and lives a low-activity lifestyle is likely to sweat far less than someone who tends a garden each day or walks regularly. For someone managing incontinence or open wounds, targeted cleaning might be essential, but a full-body bath? Not necessarily. This personalized view of hygiene breaks away from the old idea that daily bathing is a one-size-fits-all gold standard. That notion largely shaped by 20th century marketing campaigns rather than medical science, simply doesn't apply to aging bodies. In fact, studies reveal that frequent bathing in older adults is linked to more skin problems like breakdown, irritation, or even pressure sores, while reduced bathing helps preserve the skin's protective barrier. There's a practical side too. Washing once or twice a week, with simple cloth wipes for areas like the hands, face, and underarms, can keep seniors feeling fresh without exhausting them. And the most common reason for daily showers, body odor can usually be handled with light, easy solutions like deodorant, a change of clothes, or a gentle wipe down. This isn't about neglect, it's about responding wisely to what the body truly needs. Sometimes, doing less actually leads to better outcomes, especially when guided by sound advice and common sense. Bathing might seem like a small task, but for many seniors, especially those over 70, it becomes a physically demanding challenge. The Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, has shed light on this overlooked issue, showing how something as ordinary as taking a shower can become exhausting, place stress on aging bodies, and even bring on dangerous symptoms. What used to feel simple, like stepping into a warm shower, standing upright, or climbing out of a tub, can feel like a long and tiring journey as strength fades, joints stiffen, and energy wanes. Reducing the number of baths each week doesn't just protect fragile skin or help prevent falls, it helps conserve energy, making bathing something more manageable and less draining. JAMA's findings are clear. Even standing for 10 or 15 minutes under warm water can strain the heart, particularly for seniors with circulatory issues or heart disease. The heat widens blood vessels, which may cause a sudden drop in blood pressure, leading to dizziness or fainting, an especially dangerous scenario in a wet, slippery bathroom. Breathing can also become a struggle. For seniors living with COPD or weakened lungs, inhaling hot steam can make it difficult to catch their breath. And for the many older adults living with arthritises, the CDC notes, nearly half of those over 65, each movement, from bending to reach their feet to lifting their arms, can bring discomfort or pain. Bending down to wash the feet, reaching to scrub the back, or simply gripping a slippery bar of soap can all aggravate stiff joints, making what should be a soothing routine feel like a painful challenge. Even something as basic as getting in and out of the tub demands balance and coordination skills that may fade with age, especially for those coping with neuropathy that dulls foot sensation. And the effort doesn't end when the water stops. Drying off, especially in hard-to-reach places, and then getting dressed, can leave a person completely drained. Some seniors feel so wiped out afterward that they need to lie down and recover. According to findings shared in JAMA, this post-bath fatigue can linger for hours, interfering with the rest of the day. It might mean skipping a planned walk, missing out on preparing a meal, or feeling too tired to enjoy a chat with a neighbor. For those dealing with chronic fatigue or frailty, bathing every day can slowly erode their independence and limit how much joy they can get from daily life. Now contrast that with a gentler approach. Bathing just once or twice a week, perhaps using a shower chair or handheld nozzle to reduce the strain. This change conserves valuable energy, leaving more stamina for meaningful moments like spending time with grandchildren, engaging in a favorite activity, or simply feeling alert and comfortable. Research supports this shift. Seniors who bathe less frequently report feeling less tired and more upbeat, suggesting that preserving energy is beneficial for both body and mind. For older adults, cutting back on the number of showers isn't about giving up, it's a thoughtful, strategic way to stay strong, feel better, and turn bathing into a routine that supports their life instead of draining it. If you're still with us and finding these reflections useful, go ahead and comment 3 below to let me know. And don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you won't miss out on new insights. Your encouragement helps us keep creating videos that truly make a difference. Let's keep going. Here's perhaps the most important shift in thinking. Hygiene doesn't have to mean a full-body soak. And for seniors, that realization is empowering. The belief that you need to bathe every day to stay clean is more cultural myth than scientific fact. In reality, there are many effective, safer alternatives that allow older adults to stay fresh, healthy, and confident without the risk and strain of a daily shower. Today's self-care toolkit includes practical, senior-friendly options that work just as well. Wet wipes, regular hand washing, basic oral care, fresh clothes, and simple grooming. These methods help maintain cleanliness without taxing the body or increasing fall risk. And far from being shortcuts, They reflect a smarter, more adaptable form of Hygiene that meets people where they are. Take wet wipes, for example. These soft, pre-moistened cloths offer a gentle, convenient way to clean key areas like the underarms, groin, or face where sweat and bacteria tend to build up. They're ideal for sensitive skin, require no rinsing, and don't require standing in a slippery shower or tub. Hand washing, a simple yet powerful habit, remains one of the best ways to prevent infection. It targets the real hotspots for germs, the fingertips that touch doorknobs, meals, and faces. And it does all this without needing a full body wash. Oral care, too, deserves more attention. Brushing, flossing, and rinsing with mouthwash help eliminate bacteria that cause odor and illness, preserving both fresh breath and overall health. Changing into clean clothes each day, especially light, breathable fabric, helps wick away sweat and control odor. A quick comb through the hair or a gentle wipe can make all the difference in feeling put together. Add a dab of deodorant or a light spray of body mist, and you've got a complete hygiene routine that works without the exhaustion of a full shower. This kind of practical, flexible self-care is a lifeline for many older adults. Imagine an 80-year-old with aching joints or shaky hands. Climbing into a tub might feel impossible, but wiping down with a warm cloth or changing a shirt is manageable. For seniors in colder regions, where wet hair and chilly bathrooms pose additional risks, dry shampoo or a warm towel can be far safer and just as effective. And the research backs this up. Studies featured in geriatric nursing reveal that seniors who adopt these alternatives report feeling just as fresh and socially confident as those who bathe daily without the skin problems or fatigue. It's a routine that protects not only physical health but personal dignity, especially for those who rely on caregivers. It gives them control over their hygiene and lets them maintain their routine in a way that fits their abilities. In the end, hygiene isn't about how much soap you use, it's about what actually works. It's a flexible, thoughtful art form, and one that seniors can master on their own terms. Here's the bottom line. For those over 70, the once sacred ritual of daily bathing may be doing more harm than good. The signs are all around us. Aging skin, already fragile, becomes even more vulnerable under constant washing, cracking, drying out, and losing its protective oils. Safety becomes a serious issue too, with slippery bathrooms turning into danger zones. And all of it takes an energetic toll that's too steep for bodies already doing their best. But nature has its own solutions. Our bodies are equipped with self-regulating systems, microbes that protect us, and skin that renews itself. And when we stop interfering, those systems thrive. It all adds up to a powerful conclusion. Bathing less, just once or twice a week, adjusted to each person's needs, can lead to better skin, fewer risks, and a fuller, freer life. This isn't guesswork, it's the wisdom of science and real-world experience coming together. From leading dermatologists to geriatric experts, voices from trusted institutions like the American Geriatric Society, the New England Journal of Medicine, and JAMA agree. Overbathing can hurt, while scaling back can help preserve health and dignity. Now imagine the benefits. Skin that remains smooth and hydrated instead of dry and flaky. Mornings that begin with calm energy instead of post-shower fatigue or the fear of a dangerous slip. Extra stamina saved for a peaceful walk, a phone call with a friend, or a quiet moment with a book. This isn't about giving up hygiene, it's about approaching it differently. Maybe it means trading the daily shower for a quick wipe down, or choosing a fresh outfit instead of a full rinse. All while trusting your body's natural ability to take care of itself. The most important takeaway? There's no one-size-fits-all answer. A 75-year-old who still jogs regularly will likely need a different hygiene routine than someone who spends most of the day resting. Climate, culture, and medical conditions all play a role in shaping what works best. That's why it's so valuable to talk with a healthcare professional who can help find the right balance, something that feels good, makes sense medically, and respects your unique lifestyle. Who would have thought that taking fewer baths could actually lead to a better quality of life? It's a gentle but powerful shift in how we think about self-care. And for older adults, it's a chance to leave behind outdated expectations and embrace a lighter, safer, more comfortable way of living, one that listens to the wisdom of the body, not the pressure of tradition. Fewer baths, fewer risks, and more freedom to enjoy each day. That's the real promise of bathing lessened. It's a lesson worth embracing. So there you have it. The surprising truth about senior bathing habits after age 70. We've explored why daily showers might do more harm than good, how your body has its own natural systems to stay clean, and why many experts now suggest scaling back to just once or twice a week. It's a lot to think about, isn't it? Now I'd love to hear from you. What part of this video really stuck with you? Is there one idea or insight you're ready to put into practice, or maybe something you'll share with someone close to you? Whether it's switching to wet wipes, focusing more on hand hygiene, or simply rethinking what it means to be clean as we age, I'd love to know. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you more thoughtful content about aging well. Your support means everything, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take good care.